Big news, guys, we are now on the official LEGO color palette. Most of you don't know what that means. I don't care. I'm not going to explain it. Teachers. You know them. You have them, probably. Most people do. Teacher can literally be anyone that teaches you something. Unless you're in America, am I right? Hi, one. Seriously, though, I've had my ups and downs with teachers. From great teachers, to bad teachers, to drug dealers. Never mind that, though, we'll get to it later. Great teachers are the kind of teachers that make learning fun and interesting. That's why most teachers don't. I had a great teacher named Mr. Leopold. He had a thing he did called the house cup. Except there wasn't an actual cup. And it wasn't nearly as cool as Harry Potter. It was fine, I guess. I mean, it's school. No one expected it to be great, but, at least he did something different. At the end of the month, the class with the most points from the House Cup won every teacher's idea of a perfect reward. Honestly, though, he was really, really cool. And he liked Assassin's Creed, which is the most important trait any teacher has for me. Then, there was Mrs. Vivan. She also did a sort of house cup thing, except hers was more Game of Thrones themed. That one was also pretty cool. We won a potluck that time, because that's the other reward every teacher does. But the thing that made her a particularly good teacher was the fact that she always kept it real, and addressed all the major problems in the world whenever they came up. Addressing those issues and just talking about them was one thing that really helped to make me more mature. Another one was in high school. I had a teacher named Mr. Horton. He was a really, really cool guy. Really nice and super respectful. Also a really great teacher. He seemed to be obsessed with Batman. Nothing wrong with that. Batman was alright. Something that I really loved, though, was that he'd take extra care in trying to comfort other students, which is really cool. We talked about really deep mental health issues, which is a really important topic. He also had this thing he'd say, choose life. I think it means given the choice between dying and not, choose to not. But he'd always say it when we knocked over chairs, because in science class, you sit on stools. And they'd always fall over in the middle of class, and it was really loud. That was weird, but he was cool. He also introduced me to Jaden Animations, because he played one of her videos while talking about mental health. So that part was awesome. This teacher gets his own category, because he's not a great teacher, but he's certainly not a bad one. Mr. Grape. That name's I feel bad for him because he had two classrooms. One that was upstairs and one that was down. And the periods weren't organized well, so he had to keep running up and down between the two. And he literally never had any energy. He ran on coffee. He also looked dead all the time, so we decided he was either a math teacher or a drug dealer. And he was just a math teacher. The drug dealer was another one. He was good at teaching, at least, and I actually learned the stuff. I don't remember it. That's okay, who needs math? The thing consistent about math teachers seems to be that they all give a lot of homework. And he was no exception, but he only ever checked the front page of all the work. Like, there was this one time where my friend Ryan got a study guide that was 12 pages long, and he only did the front page. Then 20 minutes after we got it, he showed it to the teacher. He was about to stamp it, but I've decided to be a jerk, and I was like, Ryan, you didn't do the rest of the packet. You must have forgot. So the teacher didn't stamp it. Then he did like 2 more problems, and the teacher came back over and stamped it without checking again. Suffice to say, no one really did any of the work in his class. But hey, he was so chill that we decided to have him be the one to supervise our club. Our super awesome club.